Hey everybody, it's Millie with Crafting in My PJs. Well, this is kind of a two-parter video. You're seeing this part first, even though I filmed it second. Can you get that? I did a Dollar Tree haul. I did it yesterday, and I filmed all the things that I got at Dollar Tree that I'm very excited about. I'm always excited about what I get at Dollar Tree. But I decided in doing that maybe I would want to focus on what crafting items I like to get at Dollar Tree. So this is not necessarily my haul, but most of it is from my haul because I'm always replenishing these crafting items. But these are crafting items that I've gotten at Dollar Tree that I love and that I repeat getting them. And you know, when you're going to places like Dollar Tree that are inexpensive, sometimes you get what you pay for. Well, let's just see. Sometimes not, and sometimes it's good. Now, one or two of these items are brand new to me, and I have not used them before, so that'll be like awesome. You know, I'm going to show you what I have, and then later on in other videos, I'll let you know if they really worked or not. All right, so let's start off with adhesive. Dollar Tree is a great place to get glue. I have not looked to see if it's cheaper to go to Amazon or to get to Michael's with a coupon. I really don't know. But certain ones, sometimes I can find E6000 there, but a lot of times I can't. Mod Podge, either you can find a ton of it or you can find none of it. And I will grab several bottles when I'm there. Just is great in this size. I like it in the small bottle. Also, Aleene's Tacky Glue. I like Aleene's Tacky Glue. Now, if you saw my other video about tools I like Fabrifix. Fabrifix glues quicker, but Aleene's glues well. So they're pretty comparable. So those are in my basket. I also grab this all the time. This is not really an adhesive, but chalkboard paint. Sometimes I'm always making different items, and sometimes you just really need chalkboard paint to complete an item. So I always have like a little bottle of this. It has a tendency to dry up over time, and so I want to make sure I have it in my stash. Tie wraps. This is not on the Crafter Square aisle, but I always have black and white, or the clear. It's clear. The black and the clear. I always have a pack of those, each of those, and I just used up all my black ones making my tool organizer. So I had to get another bag of these when I went in. But it's great for all kinds of things. You can do so many crafts and adhere things together with tie wraps. And so wonderful, strong, wonderful. All right, so just a general, let's see if I can get it, craft knife. Just a general craft knife. This one comes with a bunch of blades. My husband sent me to the store the other day to get him refill blades for his craft knife. Looks just like this. It was like $6 or $7 for refill blades. For that, I can buy 2 more of these, 3 more of these. I don't know, add that up. 4 more of these. I can buy 4 more of these for that. So no. So I get those when I'm there. All right, let's see. What else? There's so many things on here. Oh, back into our glue. Glue sticks. I have graduated to the fat glue stick, glue gun, hot glue gun with the fat sticks. The big one. I want the big one. Well, these are nice, long glue sticks. So don't run out as quickly. I'm putting them back in the organizer so I can find them when I need to glue. Nope, they're not going to fit until I rearrange it. So wonderful for your glue gun to have. There's Peanut wanting to come visit. He's scratching at the door. All right, I always pick these up. They have several different brands, not brands, styles out. There's this one. There's another one I made, which just looks like little diamonds. There's color ones, and they're glass stickers, and they decorate any little glass. So if you're trying to make A cute little gift. I mean, how easy is that? Always make sure you get enough of these though. Like I bought 2 packs of these to do a project, and I needed 4, I think. So anyway, make sure you have enough, because finding enough of them after the fact is sometimes hard. All right, what else do I like on the Crafter Square? Always picking up magnets. These little magnets come in handy for all kinds of things. Crafts, as well as for Christmas. Well, I did Velcro for that, but I had made a junk journal, and it was a little golden book, so it was really an altered book, and it had a paper doll in it that had clothes, and they went together with magnets. So they're just great for just projects. They just come in handy. So always have a pack of those. I keep them right here, and I'm down to 2 magnets. So you see, I use them. So I knew I needed to refill that. All right, in that tool type section are these little clamps. These clamps come in handy for holding pages down if you're doing junk journals or altered books or art books or art journals. These little clamps are great for that, and they kind of have a rubberized tip. You can always place paper under it so you don't damage, but it's just a great clamp to have. I mean, for $1.25, and you're getting 6 clamps. Perfect. Well, I'm moving my thing. All right, when I did my tool video, I talked about self-healing mats, and the big one that I always have down here on the table. Well, here you go. Here is a smaller one that you can take with you. This is 8 inches wide by 6 inches high. I'm excited because it's inches both ways, and you know that's kind of an issue for me. It is small, but I think this is going to work great from an eyelet setter, because you have to use a hammer to hammer through the product that you're setting the eyelet in. And so to have something small that I can do that on that is self-healing would be great. It is not printed on the other side, so you could actually still use that side, but you don't have your inches. So one of those, and I'm putting that in my tool caddy right now. All right, so kind of on that. Oh, well, let's do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. All right, so this is another thing I just found over there. I have seen them rolled up in like 18 by 20, I don't know, in rolls of felt, but this was just sheets of felt, and I needed black for a snowman hat if I get that done. So it's 8 pieces of felt, and it's not adhesive or anything, but it's sheets, so I think it's going to be a little firmer than the kind that comes in the roll, so that'll be kind of nice too. So I picked that up. Always good to have different color felt hanging around. All right, let's see. For different trims on different projects, I'm finding more of these. I bought 4. I wanted to make sure I had enough for the jar that I'm making. And we'll be making that next week, I think. Okay, so trim, and so in addition to all kinds of ribbon that you get, and I always look at the ribbon at the season we're in and pick up a few rolls of that season's ribbon colors and all, but they also have this in white and in off-white, and it's just lace, crocheted lace ribbon, and it's a nice length. It's 78 inches long. So that's more than 5 feet, 6 feet, 6.5 feet. So 6.5 feet of lace for $1.25. I use it in my junk journals. Looks really pretty. Another thing I have picked up are these little bottles. They always have these little bottles. And I had around here, I picked one up the last time, and it was these, a little bit bigger, and they had green beads in them. And I was so excited because, number one, I could use the beads for project, but the bigger bottles, I'm making an Alice in Wonderland junk journal, and I think these little glass bottles will go great on the tassel on the end. Might be a little dangerous, but we'll see. I don't know with but what a great thing for decorating. All right, stickers, always. And I actually opened these up. So, hold on, let me stuff them back in. All right, I can't stuff them back in, but these were just little white butterflies. I try to stick with really generic stuff so that, you know, it will fit with whatever activity I'm doing. So I had butterflies, and I also, isn't that cute? Look at that. Wouldn't that be great in like a junk journal? You know, just different windows. I'm doing this paper doll one. I think it would be great in that. Not the Golden Book paper doll one, a different paper doll one. All right, the other thing that you can find a lot of times are decorated paper clips. And if you do junk journals and you do altered books and just scrapbooks and things like that, these little altered paper clips are great. All right, we talked about this in another video. It's actually opened up because I used them. They do have resin. They do have epoxy resin. It's on the $5 brack, and it is 6 ounces total, so 3 ounces in each bottle. It does not say anything about being quick set or about being low odor. And I have used resin twice in my life, so I don't know what low odor is opposed to odored resin. So I don't know. I do know it took a little while to set. It took longer to set than my other one. All right, so what's next on my tools list that I love to get at Dollar Tree? Now, I have to say, some of these tools are not things I've used before, like they're brand new. Look, this cute little, if you're a vinyl cutting person and you have cut vinyl before, you know that, well, maybe you know that Dollar Tree has the tools. You can't always find every single tool every single time you go in. But like today or yesterday when I went, they had the flat scraper and they had the pick. I love the pick. Now, I have 2 or 3 sets of these tools. I don't need any more tools, so I didn't purchase anything new to show you on the video. But they did have this weeding thing, and this is new. It's a vinyl weeding scrap collector. So when you know, pick the pieces off, you can run it through right there and get the vinyl off. Seems like an awesome thing to me because the scraps really drive me crazy. So I'm kind of, oh, and it suctions to your table. That's kind of cool too. Like I couldn't get it off just now. All right, so let me put my tools back. Hold on. So in that same vein, I have not used the vinyl, for crafting, the vinyl for vinyl cutters. I haven't really used that there because I can get it so cheap at the vinyl place right around the corner. And I know the quality, so I haven't gotten that. But what I did get was the transfer tape. And I usually don't use transfer tape. I usually use contact paper, which I also get at Dollar Tree. So if you see clear contact paper on the contact paper shelf, make sure you grab a roll of it because they don't always have the clear. Anyway, on occasion, the transfer tape is necessary and it works better than the contact paper. And I do like the Crafter Square transfer tape. I think it works fine. All right, one of the other things I grabbed off of the Valentine shelf was these foam makeup, I don't know, what do you call it? Makeup sponges. There you go, it came out. Sometimes the words just don't want to come. I have been looking for makeup sponges because they're great for blotting and painting and blotching things. But I haven't been able to find them. I used to be able to get them all the time at Dollar Tree. So I figured, you know, there's 3 in the pack. I can cut them in half, so it gives me 6. That'll last me for a long time. So I got that. So now these others are kind of large. Well, let's go back to the Cricut. Let's go back to the Cricut. Look what I found. Now, if you are a person who is who uses an electric cutting machine, a die cutting machine like a Cricut, Cricut has a small one called a Joy. Cricut Joy, and it does like 4.5 inches. Yeah, that's what this is. 4.5 inches. It'll even cut with no mat. Well, these mats are a pain in the neck because they're adhesive and your stuff sticks to it and it goes through the cutter and the sticky wears off, and then the gazillion dollars you paid for these mats and they're really not good, and there's different ways of trying to repurpose and re-adhesive, but they just never work right for me. I've not found a way that I like. But look at that, $1.25. $1.25 for a Joy mat. And mine was pretty nasty, so this is good. I wish they'd come out with the long one, like 4.5 by 12, I think it is. I'd really like that. I wonder if I could cut down the mat. Anyway, so that was cool. Now, some other things that I got, and I get off and on, these, let's see if I can get it. Crafter, look at my circle light. Crafter Square Tear Off Palette. So it is 15, it has 15 sheets in it, and basically it's scratch paper for me. So if I'm painting something, if I am gluing something, or if I'm laying something out, it's just scratch paper. I try and keep my paper, like my mess ups, so that I have a place to paint or to glue on, and I don't get it all over my my crafting mat. You know, I've showed you this before. I use a laminated thing from Stampin' Up! That a lady gives us every year. And then I will take off prints. And I put them under my little mat right here. And then they're there when I'm going to glue. And so I'm not gluing on my mat. In that same vein, they also have these flexible cutting mats. So these are made out of a plastic. There's 2 in here. They're nice and long. They are 12 inches long, 14 inches long, 11 inches wide. Nice mat. Great for painting on, great for gluing on, great for letting things dry on so it doesn't mess up your table or your craft mat, and then you can wipe it off and clean it easily. And if it gets to a point where it's too gross, then repurpose it for something else and get some new ones. All right, so then the other thing I got is one of these silicone hot pads, and this I'm using for my glue gun. So when I cook up my glue gun and my glue gun is sitting on my table, especially the one that doesn't have the holder, like my cordless one has a holder. But if it doesn't have a holder, or even my cordless one, the holder's over there, but then I'm gluing right here and I'll lay it down. So if I have some place to lay it, number one, it's not going to burn my surface, and number two, the glue is going to peel right off of it if it gets glue drips on it. So it is awesome for crafting. Last but not least, I think I've got all my crafting. I'm looking around. I think I've got all my crafting. I got one of these off the $3 wrap. And it is a sketchbook. So it's the reason I got this was, number one, it's bigger than copy paper. It's thicker than copy paper. Not a heck of a lot, but it's thicker. So if I wanted to make a junk journal, I could use these sheets and fold it in half. That would be, let's see, it would be a 7, roughly 7 by 11. So probably 6 by 11 or 6.5 by 11 by the time you do everything. And or it could just be some nice, not bright white paper to put in a book, to stamp on, to stamp and do marker on, to glue on. Just great background paper. That's not scrapbook paper. That's not copy paper. I could coffee dye this so that it has some color to it. I could food color dye it so it's different colors. So great for crafting. And look, what a deal. $3, you get 75 sheets. Oh, it says right here, 11 by 14. So it's going to be half of that if you fold it. So it's going to be 7 by 11. So a 7 by 11. So if I wanted to make a bigger journal, it would work for that too, along with cutting it down for a smaller journal. All right, so those were my crafting tools and accessories that I use. Not just tools, but pieces that I use that I get at Dollar Tree on a regular, semi-regular basis. It's things I look for when I go in craft shopping over at Dollar Tree. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Guys, if you're still around, it's the end of the video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. I would so appreciate the subscribers. I'm trying to build my subscriber base, so I would like be over the moon. And I guess that's it. Leave me a comment down below. What is your favorite tool that you get? Your favorite crafting item. Doesn't have to be a tool. Your favorite crafting item that you get at Dollar Tree for crafting. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.